Hey guys, what is up? I'm back with another video. Sorry for the bad quality. I'm currently on my phone right now because it is very late, and I just wanted to make a quick review and spoiler review of Black Widow. I just saw it opening night. It felt great to be back at the movies after like a year, and it was weird because I saw F9 and it wasn't that crowded, but this one there was people all around us, and yeah, it was back in the theater scene. So first off, I would give it like a 7.5. I thought the action was good. The story was good. There was a twist that I wasn't a fan of, but I'll get to that. Just to remind you guys, this is going to be spoilers. And I'm going to talk about the post-credit scenes in the future for the year. Um, but basically, the beginning, it was just a backstory of Natasha and her family, and how it was all fake. So her fake dad is a Red Guardian, which is like the Russian Winter Soldier, or not a super soldier, to Captain America. Um, and I guess you could say Bucky Barnes too, because he was a super soldier. He was just with Hydra. And basically, it just shows how they were spies in America, and they succeeded their mission, escaped, went back to Russia, and then the two daughters, Yelena and Natasha, got taken into the Red Room. Natasha eventually got out, which is what brought her to the Avengers and stuff like that in Iron Man 2. Um, But then we get caught up in the story. It's right after Civil War. Natasha broke the Sokovia Accords because she helped Bucky and Steve escape T'Challa in the hangar. And she's on the run. However, she makes it past the government. Um, and she was just chilling. I don't know what the dude's guy was, but it was like this private contractor who could get her anything. So she was doing that. And then she got a package from Budapest, and she didn't open it until she went to go get more fuel because her generator blew out, and Taskmaster showed up. Pretty cool. There was a little jump scare in a Marvel movie. Um, and then that just led her to meet Yelena and eventually break out the Red Guardian and go find her mom, who was the closest with the Red Room leader. Um, and then I'm not going to go into too much of details, but it got pretty exciting. There was some slow, like, family conversations throughout, but they did reference the Avengers a lot. Hawkeye, Captain America, Iron Man. So it was, like, for a solo movie, it was really good. A lot better than Captain Marvel. And better than Thor 2, which are obviously, in my opinion, the worst Marvel movies, but it was up there. It was a good family movie. Helped build the story. Crimson Dynamo was even teased in it. I think they're like some Russian Avengers band they could add. But in the ending, the whole time the Red Room was in the air. So they made us to the Red Room, the whole family. In the end, Natasha downloaded a file of all the widows around the world. They ended up saving the widows because the whole thing was that mind control was a big thing. So in the end, Taskmaster, the widows, Yelena in the beginning, they were all mind controlled. And the contract they were hunting had the serum, and Yelena got exposed to that, so she turned good. Um, but in the end, the Red Room got broken down, the bad guy died, the widows escaped with the family, and then Black Widow. So this is before Infinity War. So Black Widow turned herself in or whatever. It didn't really show this part. Um, but she let Ross catch up to them. And then it says 2 weeks later, she has her blonde hair, and she's taking a Quinjet, most likely, I think, to free the people on the raft with Steve, which would then lead to Infinity War and Endgame, where she ends up dying. So that was like the mid credits, and then the post credits were surprising. It was Yelena at Black Widow's death, or her in the cemetery at her grave tomb, and then as she's mourning, Val from Captain America and or Falcon and the Winter Soldier, whatever that show was called. It's late. Um, the girl that hired the like messed up Captain America, she's there, and it reveals that Yelena already works for her. So like a quote unquote secret Avengers, where she's the new Black Widow, and they already had that Captain America, the U.S. agent. But she handed her a thing and saying, "Here's the contract of who killed Natasha," and it shows Clint Barton. A lot of people gasped and stuff, and no one thought. I didn't think that could happen. We have no news of the Hawkeye show really, but it comes out this year, so I'm guessing she'll be a little antagonist until she realizes either that Val is bad and she stops working for her, or she finds out who put the contract on him, or he even dies, honestly, because I know they're giving it to the new Hawkeye, his daughter. Um, but that'd be messed up for her to kill him, even though he tried to sacrifice himself, but he's a family. So the big twist, which I wasn't a fan of, was that in Budapest, a long time ago in Avengers, when Hawkeye mentioned it with Natasha, they were like, "We're back in Budapest." So in Budapest, Natasha started to work for S.H.I.E.L.D. and had to show her loyalty. So she tried to kill the bad guy in this one, but she used his daughter, and she was a little girl. But in this, that little girl went to be Taskmaster. She was mind controlled, and she was like part robot, but in the end, it was still the younger girl, and like she's good by the end, or she's saved. So it's different from the comics because he was like a big assassin and stuff. And I mean, she still copied the people in the movie, which is really cool. She did catch Black Widow, which I mean, not Black Widow, Black Panther, which is really cool to like have his claws on her suit. But yeah, I don't know how they'll take it now. If she'll be good or if she'll still be bad. But yeah, so I give it a 7.5. Pretty good, not amazing. But it was like for a solo movie, it's not even an origin movie, but for a movie taking place in the past of the current timeline, it was very good. And yeah, if you guys have any comments or questions, leave them down below. Spoilers, I'll put that in the description and the title. But that was my review, and I'll be back with another Marvel review next week with Loki finale. Also, if you haven't, go check out the What If trailer that was released today. If you're still listening, please like and comment and subscribe, and thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.